we return to past paradise to reminisce with the actors who inspired our favorite sways. Today we're exploring the funny and iconic show American Pie. Remember the awkward, lovable, and humorous characters who characterized a generation? Have you ever wondered what happened to these actors? Prepare for a treat. We're updating our favorite American Pie stars on their current whereabouts. Remember Mia, from Jim Levenstein to Stifler and more, including the lovely Katrina Bowden? Wait till you see her now. Sit back, relax, and join Past Paradise on this fascinating time travel adventure. Prepare to be astonished and maybe nostalgic. Allison Hanigan, Michelle Flaherty. After Allison Hanigan's breakout role as the band geek Michelle Flaherty in American Pie, she soared to big-screen stardom. Her journey continued with iconic roles in Buffy the Vampire Slayer and guest appearances on various shows. Her 9-season stint in How I Met Your Mother is a testament to her enduring success, making us, as fans, proud of her achievements. Jason Biggs, Jim Levenstein. Jason Biggs, who portrayed the nerdy and slightly inexperienced Jim Levenstein, saw his career take off after American Pie. His character's pursuit of the foreign exchange student, with the help of his dad and pals, became a fan favorite. This role served as a springboard for Biggs, leading to more opportunities in the 2000s with movies like Saving Silverman and Prozac Nation. He also ventured into television and voice work, including a recent sitcom on Fox called Outmatched. Mena Suvari, Heather. Mena Suvari, who played the innocent choir girl Heather in American Pie, showcased her versatility by transitioning from comedy to more serious roles. Her critically acclaimed performance in American Beauty and subsequent roles in several films demonstrates her impressive range, leaving us intrigued by her diverse career choices. Chris Klein, Chris Oz Ostreicher. Chris Klein played Oz, who wanted his first experience with Heather. Things didn't go as planned, and he had real feelings for the girl. Like many other young stars, his role opened the door to more roles. Since American Pie, he has added films like Rollerball and We Were Soldiers to his resume. He has also worked on television shows like The Flash and Wilfred. Tera Reed, Vicki Latham. Tera Reed played the object of Kevin's affection as his girlfriend. The character is troubled by the thought that her boyfriend is only with her for one thing, and it isn't something she is sure she can give him. Once the movie did so well, Tera moved on to be in several other films in the same vein as the American Pie movies. She has done some television work, and for the past several years, she has starred in the sci-fi Sharknado films. Thomas Ian Nicholas, Kevin Myers. Tom and Ian Nicholas was already a big child star when he landed the role of Kevin, the leader of the ragtag group of guys in American Pie. Kevin is set on having his first time with his girlfriend, Vicki, and he is the instigator of the pact the guys make. After American Pie, Thomas went on to work in both film and television. He starred in the original Party of Five for several episodes and in movies like Rules of Attraction. Natasha Leon, Jessica. Natasha Leon's role in the first American Pie film was small but pivotal. The character that Leon played, Jessica, was the girl who helped Kevin figure out how to make his girlfriend happy. From there, this young actress captured roles in films like But I'm a Cheerleader and Kate and Leopold, but most noteworthy were her television stints on Orange is the New Black and Portlandia. Most recently, she starred in the Netflix show Russian Doll. Eugene Levy, Mr. Levenstein. Eugene Levy had already built a decent career, but the American Pie films and his role as Jim's dad certainly elevated him to new levels. Jim's dad, Mr. Levenstein, was full of dad jokes and questionable advice, but that's what dads are all about, right? After the American Pie films, he starred in several major movies, like Best in Show and Bringing Down the House. He has also done some voice work and starred in the acclaimed show Schitt's Creek. Jennifer Coolidge, Stifler's mom. In a movie about teens, you might think the parents would play a back seat to the main characters, but Stifler's mom, played by Jennifer Coolidge, did not. Playing the cougar, she flirted her way into a relationship with Finch. Since playing this sultry role, Jennifer Coolidge has had roles in movies like Click and Legally Blonde. She has also had several roles in television series and has a slate of projects ready. Eddie K. Thomas, Paul Finch. Finch was the nerd in the group. He was just a nice guy who Eddie K. Thomas played. As the counterbalance to the loud Stifler, Finch has a special relationship with Stifler's mom. After American Pie, the actor became part of many television shows. Of late, he has been working as a voice artist on American Dad and has done several guest spots for a few television shows. Molly Cheek, Jim's mom. Jim's mother wasn't as big a hit as his dad, but she was still an essential character. Molly Cheek, who played Jim's mom, is one of those actresses you don't see regularly if you think about it. She has had roles in movies like Drag Me to Hell and television shows like Cold Case and Becker. However, she has yet to do much in the past few years. Denise Fay, Danielle. Danielle was one of the girls in the sequel with whom Stifler and Jim were infatuated. She was the beautiful girl with whom they thought they had a shot. Though the role was less significant than others, it opened some doors. After American Pie 2, she did many guest stints on television shows and continued her work on her first love, choreography. She has won awards for her choreography and even helped with Broadway shows like Guys and Dolls. Fred Willard, Harold Flaherty. The hilarious Fred Willard also appears as Michelle's father in American Wedding. As always, the actor relayed a perfectly timed comedic performance and kept working long after the film. Though he recently passed away, his resume will have him among the top comedy actors ever. After the American Wedding movie, he had key roles in major shows like Modern Family and Space Force. Lisa Arturo, Amber. Amber was Danielle's best friend and the young lady they thought was in love with her best friend. Amber's role was small but very memorable. Actress Lisa Arturo would parlay this small part into more roles. She has had roles on shows like Joey and CSI. Her most recent role has been on TV, where she has had bit parts on General Hospital and Ballers. She also has the leading role in the television series The Virtual End. Deborah Rush, Mary Flaherty. The supporting cast was impressive, and in American Wedding, that includes the incomparable Deborah Rush. She played Michelle's mom and was a great asset to the comedic aspect of this movie. Deborah Rush is a Broadway legend and a Tony nominee. She works consistently, playing several bit parts in films and television shows. Eric Allen Kramer, Bear. Starting as a side character, Bear, played by Eric Allen Kramer, becomes a more significant role throughout the movie after bonding with Stifler. The character ends up helping Stifler out of several sticky situations. The actor has worked a lot in television since his role as Bear. Two of his most prominent roles were on Mike and Molly and the Disney Channel show Good Luck Charlie. Recently, he had a few guest stints and a central role in Lodge 49. Angela Patton, Grandma. The Levenstein family generated a lot of laughs at the American Wedding, including Angela Patton's role as Grandma. She had several funny moments with the cast, including a memorable one with Steve Stifler. After her role in this installment of the American Pie franchise, the elderly actress did several guest stints on television shows. In 2016, the actress passed away, but left a wealth of laughter that we can enjoy for decades. Dania Ramirez, Selena. For the American Reunion installment of this series, the movie called for some old faces to show up, and who better than Michelle's former friend and wrong cameo pal, Selena. This was the only movie that Dania Ramirez appeared in, but she still made an impact. After this, she was a part of movies like Premium Rush and television shows like Devious Maids. In the last Jumanji film, You might have recently seen her as the Lady in Red. J. Harrington, Dr. Ron. Playing the abusive and egotistical Dr. Ron, who is dating Oz's old girlfriend, Heather, J. Harrington left an impression on anyone who watched American Reunion. After humiliating Oz, he loses Heather. J. Harrington continued his career with long runs on series like Benched and Hot in Cleveland. Most recently, he has been playing Deacon on the hit TV series SWAT. The movie role only served to give him an excellent entry on his IMDb page. Katrina Bowden, Mia. Oz brings his girlfriend Mia, a supermodel, to American Reunion. The stunning Katrina Bowden played this role. Though the role was small, the actress used it to propel her to an even more iconic role, Cerie, the assistant on 30 Rock. Besides this role, she has most recently enjoyed time as Flo Fulton on The Bold and the Beautiful. Tad Hilgenbrink, Matt Stifler. The straight-to-video spin-off of Bandcamp starred Matt Stifler, Steve's younger brother. As the name indicated, it occurred at the famous Tall Oaks Bandcamp. Matt is a lot like his older brother, but he lacks confidence. Tad Hilgenbrink, the young actor who played the role, had a short-lived career afterward. He starred in movies like Epic and Disaster Movie, but after 2010, he seemingly disappeared from the screen. Ariel Keble, Elise. Ariel Keble played Elise, Matt Stifler's love interest in the film. Elise was the lead drummer in the band, and though they started hating each other, she and Matt fell for each other. The young actress has had a stellar career since. She has had roles in movies like Aquamarine and John Tucker Must Die. She has also had success in television with roles in The Vampire Diaries, Ballers, and most recently, Lincoln Rhymes' Hunt for the Bone Collector. Jun He, Jimmy Chong. Jimmy Chong was another side character who may not have been one of the main characters, but he had some iconic scenes and lines. Many still remember him, although he was not as crucial as Elise or Stifler in the film. Actor Jun He has turned that small role into quite a career. He has had roles in major films like G.I. Joe, Retaliation. Jun has also done well on television with roles in American Crime Story and Unbelievable. Lauren C. Mayhew, Ariana. Every good teen film has to have a rich, popular girl who is stuck up. Lauren C. Mayhew played the role of Ariana. As the classic mean girl in the film, Lauren would leave an impression that leads to more work. She has since worked in many fields, including music, ring announcements, and film. Lauren has been a ring announcer for WWE and CWW. She has also played roles on television shows like Escorts. Matt Barr, Brandon Vandekamp. Brandon, Matt Stifler's arch-nemesis, was the Bandcamp council leader. As the perpetually entitled bad guy, Matt Barr played the role to perfection. This is why his career may have taken off. After the movie, he succeeded in films like The House Bunny and Seven Below. He has also had long runs on television shows like Sleepy Hollow, Valor, and Blood and Treasure. Angela Little, Cherie. In a minimal role, she is a character caught on tape doing something she shouldn't do. After it is found that it has been filmed, all hell breaks loose. The young actress Angela Little already had some significant roles under her belt. After the movie, she continued to work, starring in big hits like Walk Hard, The Dewey Cox Story, and having small parts in several series. Recently, she was in a movie called The Savant. Chris Owen, Chuck Sherman. Although the Shermanator may not have been one of the main characters, this supporting character left an impression. This was good for the actor who played him, Chris Owen, as it led to more roles and an almost cult-like status. After the movie, Chris had roles in several films, like Major Payne and October Sky. Though he has not had as extensive a career as others, he has constantly worked since the movie. RachelVry, Dani. RachelVry played Dani, who was there to look pretty but not play a significant role in the film. that didn't stop the young actress from using the film to get even more roles. However, most will probably recognize her for turning down money on For Love or Money. She has had minor roles here and there, but since 2010, she has essentially been a ghost on the screen. Timothy Stack, Mr. Nelson. Mr. Nelson was one of the supporting characters that made this movie as famous as it was. Timothy Stack portrayed this adult figure in the film. Who can forget that? The actor already had a promising career, having roles in series like Son of a Beach and Scary Movie 3. After the American Pie film, he continued with a long run on the top-rated show My Name is Earl. Most recently, he has appeared in shows like Curb Your Enthusiasm and New Yorkers in L.A. Megan Hefner, Ashley. In the sequel to The Naked Mile, Megan Hefner portrayed the role of Ashley. Having made it through high school, Eric Stifler finds his way to college, where he crushes hard on Ashley Thomas. Megan Hefner, the actress who played the role, has had roles on television shows like Almost Heroes and Winona Earp. She has also had parts in movies like Chloe and Red Rover. Currently, she is filming a new show that is set to release next year. John White, Eric Stifler. Trying to keep all the American Pie films connected has been done through the Stifler family. In the Naked Mile installment, this was in the form of the Stifler's cousin, Eric. In this film, the character has goals he would like to achieve before graduating high school. John White, who portrayed the character, has continued to work consistently after the films, starting with the sequel to Beat House. His last significant role was in 2019, though, and he has yet to find anything we could find on the docket for the coming year. Shannon Elizabeth, Dania. The foreign exchange student from what used to be Czechoslovakia was played by Shannon Elizabeth. The role was the object of Jim's mad crush. Things didn't work out with the characters, but their interactions are some of the most iconic scenes in the film. The actress would move on after the films to star in many films, including Scary Movie and 13 Ghosts. She doesn't act much anymore. Instead, she finds fulfillment in running her animal rescue in South Africa. Christopher McDonald, Mr. Stifler. Eric's dad, Mr. Stifler, was played by well-known actor Christopher McDonald. Eric's dad wants him to live up to the Stifler name in every way and is not afraid of saying it. When it comes to the man behind the character, his career continued to grow after the film. Christopher McDonald has played pivotal roles in iconic shows, from Boardwalk Empire to Texas Rising to The Good Wife. He is a face everyone knows, and most recently, the actor has been working on shows like Ballers and Mr. Iglesias. Maria Ricosa, Mrs. Stifler. In The Naked Mile, you are introduced to this branch of the Stifler family's mom, Mrs. Stifler. Although her role is not as significant as others, she is still a driving force in the storyline. Played by Maria Ricosa, the character deserves some mention. The actress does as well. After her stint in this lucrative movie franchise, she played significant roles in shows like The Strain and Blood and Water. In 2019 and 2020, she was seen in Astronaut and Heart of the Holidays.
If you've watched the video till here, that means you've enjoyed the video. Subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the notifications bell icon